Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to pull a quote, an estimated quote for a list, quote for a targeted zip, city, or state list. So if somebody comes into the website and searches by, say, zip code, here's what we would do. First, what we would do is we'd open one of the daily verified email lists that I've sent you. And here it is here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select the column. As you can see, it has all the columns in the list here. We're going to select, we're going to go by zip code, so we're going to click on the letter G. And now what it's done is it's highlighted this entire zip code column. So we've selected G. We're going to go to Find and Select. We'll go Find. And say the client is requesting 90210, for example, which would be California. So what we're going to do is we're going to go find all. Now we've left with 27. Now what I typically do is I go back of 10 days of data. So I'll multiply that 27 by 10, which would be 270, and that would be the quote. Essentially that would be the quote for the client. Now if the client wanted 90210 zip code, but he wanted, say, a business opportunity seekers list, it would minimize the search results. So what I would do is I would take that 270 and I would just essentially divide it by 4. So you'd be left with a quote for the client for 67, roughly 60 if you wanted to target it by category. Now it's a pretty rough estimate, and what I'll have to do typically to fulfill that order is maybe go back to 15 or 20 days of data to target it to that list. But it's a great, easy way to pull a quote. And essentially for anything that's targeted by a category, you would just simply divide it by 4. So, you know, say it was a city, the client had a quote, he was looking for, let's say, city, we'll go city, Fairfax, Virginia, 66 cells found in the city, so ultimately 66 times 10, 666, or if they wanted it by business opportunity seekers or college students, the easiest way to do it is just simply divide it by 4. So we'd be left with that figure, and that would be the kind of the quote that we would guarantee them, and then when we go to fulfill the order, we would work off that amount and we would pull them that total. And that's it. That's as easy as that to fulfill any quotes that come in for the list by special order list by zip, city, or state. That's how we do it.